Hey friends, this is Bran from Cherry Grove Farmhouse. Today I'm making my version of the Pioneer Woman's meatloaf. So I'm going to link her recipe below, but I'm also going to tell you a few things that I do just a little bit differently. So the biggest difference between my meatloaf and the Pioneer Woman's meatloaf is that I usually don't have fresh Parmesan cheese. I usually just have the green can kind in my fridge, and so that's what I use, and it's fine. Another thing is that my family does not like bacon on their meatloaf. We like bacon, but just not on our meatloaf, so we skip that step as well. And the only way I know how to do this is just to get in there with my hands and to mix it up, so don't be afraid to do that. Now this is a really moist meatloaf because it starts off with 6 pieces of white bread and a cup of milk, and it makes it very, very moist, and it's loose. So don't be concerned when you start patting it out and putting it in your pan. It's going to be very moist and very loose. Another thing I add that the recipe doesn't call for is bell pepper. We like bell pepper in our meatloaf. Now here's the sauce, and the sauce is really simple. It's just ketchup, brown sugar, and it calls for dry mustard. I didn't have that on hand, so I just used the yellow mustard in the fridge. And it also calls for Tabasco sauce to taste. So if you like it a little bit more hot, a little spicy, just put a little more, or you can omit that completely. So you're going to mix this all together thoroughly. And you're going to put about half of the sauce on the meatloaf prior to putting it into the oven. So I have my meatloaf in the baking dish, and I'm pouring half the sauce over the top. And you just need to spread it out evenly over the top of the meatloaf. I'm just going to put the rest of the sauce into the fridge until we need to top the meatloaf the second time. So this is what it looks like before going into the oven. So the meatloaf's been baking for about 40 minutes, so we're going to take it out of the oven and we're going to put a little bit more of the sauce on it, and then we're going to pop it back in the oven for about 20 more minutes. So here is the meatloaf fresh out of the oven. If you like meatloaf, then definitely give this recipe a try. It's very moist, and it is a crowd pleaser at my house. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.